Hey guys, Tyler from Airsoft, bringing a video on front wired guns versus rear wired guns. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about when I say front wired versus rear wired, I mean like on an Airsoft AEG, you have your wiring harness either wired to the rear in the stock or to the front on a peg box or in the rail system hidden somewhere. So I wanted to make this video because a lot of people asked me, which one would I choose, front wired or rear wired, and this is just my opinions on both of them. Alright, so starting right off with a couple of advantages of rear wired guns. It is in the stock, like I said, so it is hidden and out of the way. This being that you are going to have a lot more rail space because you don't have to worry about a peg box or anything, which is a huge disadvantage on front wired guns just because, a peg box can take up a lot of rail space, and if you don't even have a rail on your gun, it could lead to even more problems than that, being that you might have to tape it to your gun, things like that. So having the battery in your stock in a buffer tube or crane style stock is just really nice, convenient, gets it out of the way, and the ease of access is there, so it's really just a good way to do it. But for front wired, it does have a couple advantages also, same thing being with the stock. So if I had a front wired gun and I wanted a Magpul stock, say for instance, I could do that, but my battery options are going to be very limited because of the very small dimensions of the Magpul stock. There's not a lot of battery space in there, so I would have a hard time finding a battery. You might have to tape it on the outside, etc. But that is one thing that the front wired gun does have over the rear wired gun, is the ease of access for the stock. Obviously, you can put whatever you want on there, or if you didn't even want to have a stock on there, you didn't need to. But with a rear wired gun, you're going to have to run a stock, or either run your wires outside, or something like that. So that is one advantage of the front wired gun. Another advantage is looks, in my opinion. Front wired guns normally don't look quite as good to me just because of the fact that the peg box is on there. Now, a lot of people can get away with the peg boxes and make them look good, but I have seen guns that are wired, through the dust cover or poking out of the rail, and really it doesn't look good to me. It just looks kind of tacky. So that is one advantage that the rear wired gun has, because it is hidden in the stock. You don't see it. It gives you a really clean look, and it makes it look realistic, which can be good or bad, I guess. But that is something that I do like. Now, also, whenever you have a front wire gun and your wires are exposed, there's always that possibility that you're going to mess up your wiring just because of clamping it and, one of your attachments you have on your rail, or even possibly getting shot. Your Tamiya connector or Dean connector or whatever might get shot, which should cause problems down the line. Obviously, the chances are pretty small with that, but it's still there, and it's still something you have to think about when you have a front wire gun. So this is kind of a short video today, but that is really just what I think about front wired versus rear wired guns. Obviously, both guns are still phenomenal. They're going to work exactly the same. The guns I used in this video were an Elite 4 CQC and an ICS CXP for comparison. Now, obviously, both of these guns are amazing and really good for what they are, and the only difference between them really is obviously internal specs and stuff like that. But this one is front wired and that one is rear wired. But I just wanted to compare these, see what I thought, and see what I could put together for you guys. So if you asked me if I wanted rear wired or front wired, I would definitely go with rear wired, just because of, like I said earlier in the video, I really like how it's hidden in the stock, out of sight, out of mind, I guess you could say, and it just gives it a really clean look. For instance, if this was rear wired, you wouldn't be able to use the stock at all, and obviously ICS CXPs are known for their stocks because they're nice, they're so aggressive, and you wouldn't be able to do that with rear wired. But in the end, I'm going to go rear wired. So if you could, leave it down in the comment section below. Tell me if you like rear wired or front wired better and why. Maybe you like the simplicity of rear wired, or maybe you like how the peg box looks on front wired, anything like that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content if you would like to see. Thank you guys for watching. This is Tyler from Airsoft, signing out.